Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be making some cinnamon rolls and some baked oatmeal. So these are cinnamon rolls recipe and this is the creator that I got them from. So you guys could go and see the recipe on her TikTok page. But in case you guys would like to screenshot it, I'm just giving you guys an opportunity to do that. Before I get started, one of the things that I did is that I'm making this recipe in half, so I'm not doing the entire thing, but you guys can do it like that. I just find it's better for me to do it in half, see that I'm doing something else as well. So I already did this. I did a half a cup of warm milk, and I did about a teaspoon and a half of dry instant yeast. So now it is risen, and I'm going to show you guys it and then continue on from there. I also added about a tablespoon of sugar because you need sugar to activate the yeast. And now I'm going to add the butter, but the yeast has to be at a temperature where it won't cook the butter. It's cool. So I have my butter here in lime peel to cut the scent and the taste of the egg. And I'm using one egg, just being 2 calls for 2. Alright, I took out the lime peel and now I'm going to add the egg in. Mix it in. It calls for a third of a cup of softened butter. I don't have any butter on hand, and this is a 2/3 measurement, so I'm trying to put less than a third of a cup. And a quarter cup of sugar. I added a bit less than a quarter cup because I used 1 tablespoon to activate the yeast earlier. Mix that in, and the last thing we're going to do is add 2 cups of flour. It calls for 4 cups of this. We're going to half. First cup. I'm using a bigger spoon now. Just like that. And the second cup. You don't want it to be too like, you want to be a little sticky, but not like if you're making like bread. No, you want it to be just a little bit sticky, but not too sticky. If you find that you did half recipe or the full recipe and it needs more flour, it's like too sticky, then you can add more flour. So once I realize that the spoon can't go through it anymore, I'm going to put down the camera and mix it with my hands for a while. I had to add a bit more flour because it was too sticky. But you see how it's like, it's kind of coming off, but it's not coming off too much. You kind of want it a little bit tacky, like a little bit sticky. So just 1 minute until. Okay. Okay, I am going to roll this, knead it with my hands, and I'll be back. This is how it does look. And we're going to let this rest for 2 hours, let it rise up, double in size, 1 to 2 hours. You can check on it like every half an hour. So well, every after the hour, every 20 minutes or so to see if it raised up in size. So this is how it looked before, and then it's 11:35, so around 1:30. See how it doubles in size. As you guys can see, the dough tripled inside, but before I roll it out, I'm gonna mix some sugar and cinnamon together. I think I made a teaspoon of cinnamon and a half a cup of sugar. So now I'm just gonna roll out the dough off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys how it's looking. The last time that I did this for Christmas, I added the sugar, mixed the sugar, cinnamon and the butter together, and the butter kind of melted everything into the pie dish, and it wasn't that much filling inside of it. So this time I'm just gonna add some coconut, sorry, on the dough, and then add the dry sugar and cinnamon, just hoping that it can keep some of that filling inside. This is how it is looking. Everywhere has some cinnamon sugar. I'm just gonna roll it up now, and then I'm just gonna cut it. I'm making big ones now, making about 6 or 7. I use thread because I think when I use thread, it keeps that swirly shape instead of using a knife that kind of smushed it. So once I've done that, I'm gonna let them sit for 30 minutes while I move on to the oatmeal chocolate chip squares. Or instead of chocolate chip, I'm gonna be using some wheat currants, well, raisin currants. I'm also having this recipe, so if you guys want to screenshot it, please go ahead and do that. So if you're interested in making it at home, in this bowl have some flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon, and those are the dry ingredients. And then I'm gonna add some oats. Now the oats are in, I'm just gonna mix it up, and then I added egg to it, an egg, but I guess I forget to record it. And then I'm adding a half a cup of sugar and half a cup of oil, and then add the egg afterwards. And then once everything is mixed up like that, you're gonna add the currants or the raisins or chocolate, and you're gonna mix it up as well. It's not gonna give you cookie dough. It's gonna be a bit crumbly. It's not gonna be so where you can put it together and it stay together. But once you get your sheet pan, you can always just put it on it and spread it out to how thin or thick you would like it to be. This is how I spread it out. I want it like a thinner square. So the cinnamon roll has double inside. I'm just gonna put them in the oven now. I don't put milk on them because one year I did milk and it didn't last long. The cinnamon roll didn't last long. It probably lasted 2 days before it started to spoil because of the milk. And this is how the oat squares are looking and the cinnamon rolls. Of course, I have to give you guys a taste test, and I am just using the end part of the cinnamon roll, and it was very hot, very warm, and part of the oatmeal square. The oats was, you can tell it was a healthier snack, but it was really delicious, and it was just a good health. It's not the cinnamon rolls. I ate that. That was delicious. The inside, how it was so warm, was gooey, and it was the bread itself, the dough was so moist. That was just so good. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more baking content, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.